and then Gojo finished him off, obviously, and that's how we came to Geto being possessed by whatever fucking cursed spirit he's being possessed by.
That's Yuto. Is Yuto's possession of him.
Wait,
That Yeah, that's why I was like, oh snap, it makes sense now.
wait, whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Herbal Synergies, the shop. I am your host, Sinji, and my co-host, as always, Bay.
What up?
Irby, how you doing, man?
I'm swell and can't complain.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take first on this flavor of the week because I've been waiting a week to talk about it, and I'm actually kind of disappointed that it's one of those rare times. I'm actually sad we do this on Saturdays instead of Sundays because Tokyo Revengers comes out on Sundays, and like I am super hyped to watch this shit tomorrow and wait all
Mm,
week to talk about it. And the new chapter of My Hero comes out tomorrow as well. So,
yeah.
anyways, flavor of the week. Speaking of Tokyo Revengers, fucking Mikey made my flavor this week. He seasoned it up nice, got into a boiling hot water. Man, listen. This man just got beat over the head repeatedly with a pipe and still overpowered three guys. I can't. Mikey's too OP. Mikey's too fucking cool for Tokyo Revengers, man. He's just like he's on a league in his own. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what direction this is going. I don't know where Baji is. But
We didn't even get to the part where you kicked the guy with his holding his leg.
yeah,
Kicked the
he
guy.
overpowered. Overpowered. We'll get trust me,
Mm,
Irby, we'll get into that.
mm,
Not at this moment, but we'll get into that.
yeah. So my flavor of the week is I'm going back to Tower of God.
Oh, I fucking love Tower of God. Go ahead.
This so Reflojo and Bam are fighting, and Reflojo says, Bam is not his god. And Bam says, your god is a delusion born of your weakness, and proceeds to destroy Reflojo. So that whole sequence of events, I was like, man, that's a good opening liner or one liner, zinger, whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty good. I was like, man, all right, Bam, I see you, big dog.
That's a good Bam fighting for what the fuck he wants to fight for.
Yeah. So that was my flavor
All right, solid
for the
flavor,
week.
solid. Okay. All right. So just to catch us all up because Irby Aura was already caught up, I finally fucking finished reading chapter 0 of Jujutsu Kaisen.
What are your thoughts?
Um I liked it. I enjoyed it. They were really long panels. Like that just those 4 chapters were like they might have been longer than the 8 chapters that we try to read weekly.
I don't know about all that. I think maybe just read them slow or something.
No. There's like 45 per, and like the normal chapters are 17. So you do 45 times 4, you might come close to
Mm,
that. You know what I mean?
well, enough of that. What did you think?
I liked it. I liked it. I liked the introduction to I think his name was Yuta. Um
Yes.
and his cursed spirit that was cursing him, but it was actually him that was cursing her, Rika, that loved him so much, and then how it was actually Yuta who killed Geto, and then Gojo finished him off, obviously, and that's how we came to Geto being possessed by whatever fucking cursed spirit he's being possessed by.
That's Yuto. Is Yuto's possession of him.
Wait,
That Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, snap. It makes sense now.
Wait, whoa. Because I read this instead of before that part where like Gojo realized that that's not him. I read this after, so like two and two probably didn't go together to me. You're saying that Yuta, the one who got rid of Rika, is currently possessing Geto.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I was like, cause I was reading, I was like, that name sounds familiar. And
What?
him and Gojo are actually related.
Yes, that yes. It's very distant, but yeah, he has some of he has traces of the bloodline in him.
Yeah.
Um, I might need to do some rereading after this. I need to know this for a fact, whether this is true or that's someone else. I need more. I need more because as far it makes that would make sense because he was in school thinking that if he got rid of the curse, then he'd be a normal person. But it was him that was cursing her, so he had no chance of ever being a normal person. But how do you go from like trying to protect his friends to trying to kill everybody? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. What? No, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. No. But I read chapter 0.
Yeah, it was a good chapter because I was reading it. I was like, that name. I was like, that's him. And then you find out that Fushigoro's father married into Maki's
The Zenin.
family.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh, but then he kissed Rico. Like, oh my god, how'd you kiss that thing?
she looked cute for
She
him.
she didn't.
Yeah,
That was an eye closer for sure. I was like, oh.
yeah. Not. I'm looking it up now. I think it's someone different. Yeah, it's an evil sorcerer. But yeah, I was like, oh, I thought it was the same one,
Yo,
but
you had me fucked up. I was like, it makes no sense. I don't like why. I need another fucking
yeah,
prequel just to see why he came to this decision.
yeah. So I'm looking it up, and it's like some other person 150 years ago, evil guy possessing them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was wrong, but I was like, that name does sound familiar, but I couldn't place it. Maybe it's different.
Fucking ass. Over
Yeah.
here trying to blow my mind. You did blow my mind, and then like for no reason, it was
uh,
in vain.
it was.
My head died for no reason.
Yeah.
Um, real quick. What was it? What was it? Listen. I wanted to ask you this in fucking. I didn't want to talk about it anymore. I wanted to ask you this while we were recording. Do you really think Ichigo would beat Naruto?
No, I don't.
Okay, I don't either.
Yeah. I don't know, but that Getsuga 10 show, if it's anything like Jump Force, might be trouble.
Straight cheese,
Yeah.
fast as fuck cheese, bro. I love Getsuga Tensho.
Mm-mm. It's a cheap move, especially when he's awakened too. No.
But the problem is he's the only one that can utilize it like that because if you use it on your special character, you can't awaken. You just have that moment, but like Ichigo stays in that form, and then you get that OP Getsuga.
Yeah. It, no, it's too much.
Love it, absolutely love it. Um, Irby, you brought a new segment to the table. I'll let you introduce it.
Mm. Nah, I ain't finished working out the kinks. We say that for another episode. Don't really know what I'm gonna call it yet. So
And bang with the banner in the words in the gun with the false ammo. Never mind.
yeah, false start on Senji, 10-yard penalty. We play first down.
No, sir. If I'm doing anything wrong, it's throwing interceptions. Let's get that perfectly honest.
You right, but anyhow, so where are we going? Uh,
Shall we just continue with Jump Force? Not Jump Force. Jujutsu Kaisen.
yeah, we could start there.
Okay, bro. Fucking Sukuna. First of all, I don't even know how this motherfucker started fighting Volcano Head. But
Yeah, he just happened to be there, and he was like, "I'll just start
but
fighting whoever's here."
they seemed like they made a deal last time I saw them. They shook hands on it, like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you and not kill everyone here." But hey, in the next chapter, I'm beating your ass. What the fuck is going on?
I think he wanted to fight him and test his abilities first. But
Hmm.
yeah, and this chapter there's this Kusabi. He's a wuss. Well, he's a jujutsu sorcerer. He doesn't want to die, so he's been walking around the place avoiding all sorts of curses. And Panda doesn't know any better. And then we get a little bit of the backstory
That man
of
was getting me so upset.
yeah yeah, we get a little backstory of the Gojo family, or the, was it Ghetto, yeah, or something, yeah, the Ghetto family,
Mm-hmm.
like how he got all the people together. And so then Sukuna makes short work out of the lava curse guy, and there was only supposed to be like 8 or 9 fingers difference in strength, but he just was beating him up. And the Kasuka guy, he Sukuna comes out and he sees Sukuna. He's like, "Oh, everyone, just get out of here, run!" So then he tells him, Sukuna tells him not to move, or else you're all gonna die. And Lava Guy drops a meteor on Sukuna in the fight, and they're fighting still. And Sukuna can use fire, which is kind of different.
Yeah, so like Homebe was convinced Suguna's only curse technique was slicing and cutting and
Yeah,
shit like that. And then
I
like
think it was, yeah, they tell you later his two curse techniques.
mm-hmm. But like if that can't be his only two techniques because he uses the fire multiple times. Actually, I think it's just twice. Once against Volcano Dude and then once against a later opponent.
Yeah. So he uses he uses a fire bow, and then he invades. He's on the verge of killing Lava Guys, and Lava Guy and the other curses share a private moment, and Sukuna invades it. And he's like, "It's so silly that y'all are speaking of becoming the real humans." Is like, he calls it foolish because y'all are flocking together just like humans,
Mm-hmm.
and they lack the hunger to obtain their desires.
He was saying
So
if he just destroyed everything in his path, he'd be as strong as Gojo. Which, yeah, hey, listen, what better to get you stronger than experience? I guess
yeah,
in games, I just go around breaking everything until I find important things.
yeah. So and then Megumi's knocked out. Well, he's fighting the guy. The guy like kind of knocks him out, and Megami goes into explaining the Ten Shadows curse technique. It's where the sorcerer gets 2 divine dogs, and they work together with their dogs to get other curses, and they can acquire curses after they exercise them to use like other shikigami.
Mm-hmm. And
And then
then
we
in
find,
return, those Shikigami, if they emulate, it's just a cycle. But like, I
yeah,
had a question while I was reading that, because like in the past, he's lost a dog and then he's combined two dogs. Like, if the dogs die, can he like never get Shikigami? Like, are the dogs replaceable?
they're. I feel like once you acquire them, they're replaceable as long as they're a piece of them. They're not, as long as they're not obliterated.
Hmm.
But I could be wrong. I don't know because he definitely had the one. the two, I guess the two dogs that were hurt before, he just like combined them into one, and they were black and white.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So where was I? And then we get into why the Zenin and Gojo family are on bad terms, and that's because their ancestors during the Edo period or the Kaicho period, they killed each other in a fight
And
before like
the one in the Gojo had the same ability as Gojo Sensei had, and the one in the Zenin family had the 10 shadow technique like Megumi. So Gojo is basically explaining that like his potential is like rivaling Gojo's, I guess. Like maybe it has
yeah,
like that much potential.
yeah, I was getting ready to say that it was they both had the same powers of their family
Mm-hmm.
that were the heads. So
Now, do you know why Sukuna is interested in Megumi?
I think it's because Megumi's technique, like that, I don't know if it's as rare as Gojo's, but his his skill set, I guess he wants to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Hmm. I wonder how Gojo would fare against Sukuna right now.
I think Gojo would get him, but that's me.
Cause he's like 5 fingers away from complete, I think.
Yeah, Gojo can't be touched though, so I'm just going with Gojo.
OP.
Yeah,
See,
and
like he
so
can't be on this list that I'm not gonna mention too much about, but like Gojo's too OP to be on this list.
yeah, and
But yeah,
then yeah,
continuing on, fucking Megumi decides that he's gonna summon a curse that like can't be controlled.
yeah. The reason he summons the curse is because I think he feels like he's dying anyway, but he wants to get rid of the last curse that's there. So Sukuna senses this, and then he comes over and he finds that Megumi's in a state of suspended death. And if he gets rid of the curse, like I guess the way Megami summoned it, the guy that he's fighting and him are supposed to exercise the curse together for it to like actually disappear.
Mm-hmm. And in this situation, he used the weird sword guy, which Sukuna ended up killing anyway in the end. So like
Well, I don't know if he killed him per se.
it split the nigga in two.
Well, no, that wasn't him. That was Nanami's precision attack. They said that his luck had run out and like it just came together. Like it was like delayed activation kind of deal.
Oh,
Because that's why he told him he said run away or get out of here, and then that's why he split in two.
gotcha.
Because that guy's ability curse technique was like lucky something, lucky day or something lucky. I got it written down somewhere maybe.
Yeah, but he was the interesting part was he was unaware of it, and it was displayed how much he still had by the marks on his face, and he would just get like it was something miracle,
Yeah,
little miracles.
yeah,
I think that's what it was, and his body would just store miracles, and like he would forget about them and just use them when his life was in danger.
yeah. Well, there's more of that in the later chapter. Uh, but anyhow, so Sukuna wants to void the contract by killing the curse, and the monster has a special blade for extermination, and he just knocks Sukuna flying, and he finds out the stuff that's on his back is like essential to that monster's curse technique. So it adapts to any and all phenomenon, the wheel. And then Sukuna used a domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, which is like I don't think he puts up a veil. He just makes it all his domain. The way they were explaining it was like an artist painting without a canvas or anything. They're just like painting in like the air. So it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then we find out Sukuna has two kinds of slashing attacks: dismantle and cleave, and they can be adjusted on their targets depending on their toughness and curse energy. So he can cut you down in one foul swoop, or he can just knock you out, I guess, cleave you in two. And we also find that the bear, like if it has an escape route, it vastly increases the guarantee of hitting. So I guess in this he doesn't have an escape route built in, so he just destroys everything in his path. So you getting hit either way.
Oh my god, yeah, and they did that one panel where like there was just people talking, and then boom, everyone's dead.
Yeah. So he sets up a 140-meter radius, which is like 60 meters shy, I think, of where Megumi's laying knocked out.
Yeah,
And any
he
yeah,
did it. I think the 60 meters is like Megami was 100 and maybe 41 meters away from him, but his range was 200 and something. So like he did it enough to keep Megami out of his range.
yeah,
Because for some reason, Sukuna is very interested in Fushigoto. Fushigoto. Now I can't say his name because we've been saying Megami too much.
yeah. I like old Megami.
I like Fushiguro. I think that's his name.
Mm, mm,
I
might
think. I
be.
don't know. Maybe.
It is his name, Megami Fushiguro. So he destroys everything in there. Um,
And then Itadori comes back to his
yeah,
senses.
yeah. Well, this is where Haruto Shigemo, the guy that the sword guy, his technique stores miracles, and his luck ran out with Nanami, and that cut him in half. And Sukuna saves Megami. And yeah, then Sukuna releases the hold and he says, "Look at this carnage, Itadori." And then he shows him, and Itadori is like, "Oh, I'm just a murderer now." So, which I don't understand because it's
He feels
you,
so bad, man.
like you didn't kill the people.
That's why I love Yuji. He's such a nice fucking person.
Nah, I don't care that much. You didn't kill him. You ought to know you ain't kill him. So,
He does
anyhow,
know, but like it was his body. You know what I mean?
uh huh.
He was tasked with keeping Sukuna under control, or else he had to die. And like he couldn't keep Sukuna under control, and a lot of people died.
Well, part of that is because they gave him all the fingers at once. Like if he would have eaten just one at a time, I feel like he would have had them. But they gave him like 10.
Yeah, they gave him because I think Volcano Head gave him 10, and then the girls gave him one. So I think they gave him 11 fingers all at once.
Yeah. So it's too much. And then we find Nanami, he's burnt up real bad.
I don't know how that man was walking.
Yeah,
I mean
sheer
anime, but
willpower.
like
Yeah. And then I kind of was like, oh, he started thinking, oh, I'm just going to retire on the beach and this, that, and the other. And then Patchface shows up, Mojito, and then blows him up, explodes him. He's like, Yuji, it's up to you now. And then just gets exploded.
which sets Yuji into a fucking rage.
Yes.
And then Patrick is just like, I'm right here. You don't have to yell like a fucking dick.
Yeah. So hit Mojito uses curse energy from like the force combinations of the souls to attack. And Yuji uses a technique called knee release. Probably learned that from Kenichi, but he drops to the ground and does a manji kick and like knocks him out. Well, hits him, and then he uses uh, Mahito uses human delayed human transfiguration to attack, And I like how he kind of went into the guy's mouth, or whatever, then just came out and like attacked Yuji like he was gullible because Yuji's like, "Oh, you guys got to get out of here," and then he came in and smacked him. So, um, and then we find out that Mahito can split in two, but the reason why he uses humans is because he wanted to break Yuji's psyche.
Mm-hmm.
So, and his other half is Jogo, which I feel like is a play on Gojo, but I don't know. And then we also see that Nobara might
No,
have
no,
gotten
no,
killed.
no, 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 no. Let's not think about it. I don't want. No, 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 no dying of the main three in this anime, this manga.
Hey, some people got to die someday.
I saw her pull up. I'm like, nah, bruh, you need to go. You need to go the other way.
He was like, he was like, yeah, I might have to use my trump card. I was like, oh, she's either like pent up, almost dead, or dead.
Someone's gonna. I think someone's gonna show up and save her.
I don't know. I wouldn't be
She's
mad if
not
she died.
enough. She's not enough to beat him. Someone's got to show up and save her.
I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if she died as long as
Oh fuck you, Irby.
Megumi's still in there.
I don't. I
Yeah, I
don't.
know.
No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, that
mean,
was.
she hasn't really added anything
She doesn't,
to it.
but she's great comedic relief in the anime.
She's just a useful Sakura, but
A more edgy Sakura. It's
I said useful,
a more edgy.
useful
Yeah, and
because
edgy.
yeah, I wouldn't
Because
call it edgy.
Homegirl was like putting nails in her own arm. It's like, fuck it. If I'm gonna die, I'm taking you with me. Like, all right,
Yeah,
girl.
I wouldn't call that
Shh,
edgy though.
shit, strut your stuff.
But yeah, I mean, she can go. I wouldn't be hurt.
Whatever.
Yeah, so that concludes Jujutsu Kaioken. And so, yeah, I guess I'll do a quick recap of Boruto because
Ugh, go ahead.
that wasn't all that interesting.
I
So
prefer if
Boruto,
you read Bleach rather than Boruto.
Bleach is dead to me.
Boruto should be dead to you.
I actually like Boruto. Reading it,
Boruto is Boruto taking too long to get to the point.
I feel like Boruto is better than One Piece, but that's just me.
That yeah.
Mm,
That's a little disrespectful, but I'll take it.
It's how I feel. So Boruto, they're sitting outside, and he's looking for some cards from a shop to get Sasuke. And there's people and scouts looking after Kawaki in case of an attack. And then Sasuke goes and investigates the claw marks that Code can use to teleport into places. And he's like, "Oh, Code won't shows up here," and he does it so coolly. And then there's another scene. Shikamaru and the scientists are talking about Kawaki and how devoted he is to Naruto. And he's like, Kawaki's never had a father figure, so this is kind of what love is, or craziness. Love, because Shikamaru doesn't understand it, and like some people call it love. And then they go back to the house, and Kawaki like sneaks out, and he's able to erase his chakra signature, and that's how he sneaks out. But Boruto can sense Kawaki's not there. Cause, well, he snuck out and left a shadow doppelganger in his place. But but yeah, they Boruto can sense Kawaki left, and that's where it left off. And Kawaki's probably gonna end up meeting with Code and them, so they're gonna come and get the boy.
So it's probably next chapter is probably gonna pick up a little.
Yeah, so yeah.
Dragon Ball Super, however, you had a theory and you didn't tell me what your theory was. What's your theory?
Well, I'll do it after we discuss the episode because it probably makes more sense after the episode
Bro,
if I tie it in.
I don't know what this man's problem is while he's writing, but he's just trying to piss me off or half of Vegeta's fan base because like first you hit it with the no eyebrows. which is the least sense out of the Super Saiyan forms. The fact that Super Saiyan 3, you lose your eyebrows. Now Vegeta over here losing his eyebrows. Well, I think a lot of the fan base was considering his God form, God of Destruction form. Motherfucker was like, don't compare um my technique to that inferior technique Kakarot uses. If his instinct uses his mind, mine is all ego. Yeah, just call it ultra ego. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Ultra ego, that's what we're going with? This is the name of this form? Ultra ego?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But yeah, Vegeta, he tells him he's gonna knock Granola down a peg and show him some tough love. And then he says the hotter his battle soul burns, the stronger he grows. And taking damage makes him stronger too. And then he calls it ultra ego, no dodging or anything. And then he kicks through the barrier that Granola put up to protect himself. And then so they just keep talking, and they find out that he's not an ally of Frieza. And then he calls out to Oatmeal. I think Oatmeal is his eye patch.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
And Goku can heal himself, which is kind of
Yo, bro,
new.
shit got me out of, like, what the fuck are you doing, Goku? How are you? They have never, ever displayed the ability of self healing.
They displayed it in Piccolo. That's the only character.
That's that's him regrowing limbs, and it looks
Is
painful.
is that not healing yourself though?
Okay, but it's different. That's different. That's not
I
like
mean,
you. That's not him holding his hand over his arm and like bringing the arm back. That's just his cells. I think he like does something where like his cells rapidly just regenerate. Which
yeah.
yeah, you can
I mean,
consider
I think
healing.
he's
But like Goku's legitimately trying to heal himself, which it doesn't look like he's doing too good at it.
that's probably an angel powered. So
That's what I was thinking. Like right now, I was thinking like it's probably something like he picked up from Whis, and like
yeah,
Vegeta probably can't do because he's with Beerus.
yeah. So it's yeah. So that fight's drawn to a conclusion.
But here we
Vegeta
go
put
again with setting up Vegeta to be the guy who ends the fight, and then boom, never mind. Let's just you guys. It's either gonna be Goku or you guys gonna have to fuse in the end. I don't know. We're gonna mix a little Ultra Instinct with a little God of Destruction power.
yeah. So it's yeah. I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
man,
What if they fused in their ultimate forms? Like Ultra Instinct with Ultra Ego. I hate calling it that. Can we call it something else?
yeah. I thought about that too. I was like, huh, they're probably gonna end up fusing. But all right, so my theory, I was thinking that Gohan might have been close to the the divine. You know how like angel form, whatever it is you want to call, like the first Ultra Instinct.
I already don't like this theory, but go on.
Yeah. So like, remember how Gohan had the latent powers awakened by the Kai and stuff?
Yeah, Ultimate Gohan, I remember.
Yeah, and how at first no one could have sensed the supreme Kai, but they could tell he wasn't like he didn't have evil intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So once Piccolo like the touched the Kai, he was able to discern that he was like a divine spirit. So I was thinking that maybe Gohan's gonna be a supreme Kai, like because Goku's an angel and Vegeta's gonna be God of Destruction, and Gohan might end up being a supreme Kai because
Um,
he doesn't want to get those forms. So I was like, huh,
I don't think Gohan can be a Supreme Kai only because that would eternally tie him to Vegeta.
yeah. I mean, but they 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 worked together, I guess.
I don't actually I don't even understand how Supreme Kai and Beerus are connected because they don't look related, but like if one dies, the other dies. So maybe it's just you get the power, then you get the fate.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, because because when Gohan got his latent powers, like he had like a white glow to him, and Ultra Instinct, when you get your power, it's you get a glow, but it's closer to your skin. Like his was a whole like power up aura type deal.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the closer you get, the more refined you get.
I mean, Gohan was the closest one to training with God first.
Yeah,
'Cause Goku had King Kai, but this is Supreme Kai. So like, if like Beerus is a god. I don't think Supreme Kai is a god. So like, if we made him a step down, we'd call. Let's say he's a demigod, and then King Kai was probably a step below that. I think angels, even though they're not supposed to help, I think angels are probably above everyone.
yeah,
And then there's Zeno-sama, the child god of the world. But it's
yeah,
not a. It's not a. Actually, I don't think it's a far fetched theory. Like, I think it's possible. Gohan could be Supreme Kai, and
yeah,
I mean, at some point, um, the fuck, Kami wanted Goku to be like Earth's guardian, and he was just
yeah,
like, "Nah, bruh, that sounds boring. Ain't for me." But that's probably something Gohan would want to do. Like he'd probably want to watch over a world, a galaxy, a universe, something like that. You know what I mean? Vegeta,
yeah,
Vegeta just wants bragging rights,
yeah. Vegeta has a big ego.
ultra ego.
Yes.
Fucking hell!
So yeah. So that was my theory
I hate the
that
name so
maybe
much.
and maybe they'll do something with that. So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay,
Because he, yeah,
I still can't talk about Bleach. Can't really talk about My Hero because you haven't caught up. But like My
nope.
Hero, man, oh my god, like
Someone decided to read it without me,
trying to get me in
but
the feels.
that's beside the point.
You kept saying forever that you're thinking about reading My Hero. Why don't you just read it?
Well, we could have been reading it together, but someone decided to read all 100 chapters in the span of 2 days.
Yo, just
Ain't let
catch
no one
up.
know
It's fine.
nothing.
It's just catch
Nope.
up. It's fine.
Ain't let no one know nothing. I'll stick with my little might do some 8 chapters of it. Who knows? Depends on how I feel.
Was are you even watching the anime? Like the anime is catching up to the villain arc.
Nope. I'm not watching it.
And from when I read the villain arc, it's dope.
Yeah. But anyhow, let's get on to well, let's see.
Either Tokyo Revengers or Slime. Unless you want to talk about a little Tower of God. Little, it was your
We can
flavor.
we probably just do some slime because it's not too much in slime. So that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It's
Basically prepping for the big battle next episode,
yeah,
which I am fully excited for. It kind of reminded me of the fights that broke out before Rimu became a demon lord. How everyone had their individual sections and like, hey, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass, and don't forget about me, cause I'm gonna beat your ass.
yeah. But yeah, the signal to begin the banquet. Rimuru makes a body for trainee. They set a trap for the claimant soldiers in the wastelands, and we find out Benimaru has acquired a skill, Born Leader, that allows him to read the enemy's every move as if they were the flow of water.
Yo, that is OP. Like that's an unfair skill.
Yeah, I was like, dang.
How do you do that? Like how do you make
Mm,
what battle can you give him that like he won't be prepared for the outcome? He'll
no,
always know whether he should be like retreating or not.
but I think there's a difference between like implementation and action. Like he'll know what to do, but it's like what do you do with the information is what actually makes him valuable. Because like if I know what moves you do, and like if I don't know the counter to it, then it really doesn't do any good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but and then they're gonna go to the castle and find Lord Kyrian. the three Beastketeers want to take out the main enemy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and oh,
so
Snake
then
Lady's got the middle finger, I think.
yeah, so the trap springs, they make the holes appear. The warriors fall in the holes, and then the people that can fly get taken out of disguise by Gabiru and his men. More fighting
Gabiru.
than
Oh, Gabiru. Oh.
I can't stand him, but
I love I love him because he helped my man Gota show off.
I mean Gapta.
Gapta. Like that was the best use of Gabiru, like getting beat by Gapta.
Yeah, just
So
can't
was
stand
Gota.
this Gapta.
Fucking hell.
You're horrible with names.
Yeah, I am. Listen. It be like that.
Yeah, so and then Phobio chases after the clown people. That those are the ones that set him up to be a failure, becoming that dragon creature.
That's the one I'm most interested in because technically the clown people are like they they don't actually serve Demon Lord Clayman. If I'm
Yeah,
not misunderstanding, unless they're not in the loop with their leader being reborn, they don't actually serve Demon Lord Clayman. So like I could be overthinking it.
they don't. I think they work with that other guy, the student
Mm-hmm.
of I can't think of her name, but
Shizu.
Shizu. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna call her Shizune, but I was like, no, that's wrong.
Shizune. No, that's why I don't think like I feel like that's gonna be the fight that ends up like not going anywhere. I feel like they're gonna find a way to run away.
Yeah, but he chased after clown people, and then Yamazo admits defeat and goes to retrieve the index finger, Alderman, but Snake Lady puts up a barrier where he can't use his transportation magic, and he starts to fight him, and then they agree to one-on-one fight. Then then he has people jump in, and she like knocks him out. It's like, oh, such a foolish trick won't work. And he sneaks up and tries to cut her.
But my
And
man got to bro.
yeah, he shows up and calls it a cowardly attack.
That's what I was
So
saying. It was like what?
yeah,
What?
and then what I didn't understand was God was like, oh man, I can't keep up with him. But like, you dodged his attack. You stopped his magic in his track. You're like, I'm no match for him. Like what?
He doesn't have
You just
confidence, man.
you matched him blow for blow, and you're like, oh nope, I'll leave it to you, lady. I'm out of here.
He doesn't have the confidence. My man, he's getting there. He's getting there.
Yeah. But yeah, so that concludes that time I got reincarnated as slime. So we'll let you start with Tokyo Revengers.
Bro, Tokyo fucking Revengers, man. It there okay, so it's not too much to talk about cuz like it's just the fight and like the fight goes where the fight goes, but like basically Kazutoto went towards Mikey and Draken was like as if I let you touch Mikey. But the fucking psychopath with sin and pain written on his hand. I think it's pain. I know it's sin. I don't know about the other word.
Yeah.
Was like, nah, I'll take you on, Draken. Which Draken looks like he can pretty much overpower anyone there on a one-on-one situation. Like, come on, man. Draken is awesome. Draken and Mikey are O fucking P. Their commanders. All right, so like it's like I would almost say that like Draken and Mikey might almost be on the same level. And then it's the rest of the founding members of Tomen, which would be the white hair guy that Takamichi's a part of his crew.
Matsuno.
And Baji was a founding member. Kazutoto was a founding member. There's I think there's a third one. There's one I'm not remembering.
Pachan.
Pachan, who's currently locked up. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Um, And then there's like the commanders of the other units. I think they're next, and then there's the rest of the crew that just kind of likes. It's like, hey, we're here. This is cool, but they're seriously outnumbered by Valhalla. The fights are progressing. Mikey chases Kazutoto onto a stack of cars. I don't know why there's a high ass stack of cars there. Those cars should be crushed because that's what you do with junk cars. You don't put them on top of your car. How'd you even get it up there? Anyways, Takamichi is just running around being scared, and white haired dude, what'd you say his name was?
Bought to Mitasuna.
Mitsuna is like, get your shit together, dude. We're here to fight. And he's like, Takamichi's like, that's right. I gotta face the opponents that are in front of me. And like, he's like, how am I gonna do that? They're right in front of me. And then like the dude, the Baji's VP, Baji's right hand man, former of right hand, was like, I got your back. So Takamichi got a couple hits in. Like he
But
knocked a couple people out.
he got yoked up.
I mean, he got fucked. Yeah, he got fucked up.
And he got yoked up in the beginning. They yoked him up, and then they just cut away from him. I was like, dang, they ain't gonna show him getting messed up or fighting.
Because we already used to seeing that, bro. We see that. We saw that enough. What we had to see was him knock older people out. Like, bro, one hits.
Yeah.
He working out? I don't see him work out.
Yeah. But yeah, so that happens. He
And
gets yoked up, and then he gets saved, and then Mitsuna gives him some encouragement. But still, it's like 300 to 150 people. Valhalla has that edge, so it's like 2 to 1.
yeah,
So,
everyone literally has to take on two people, or like, even if you like, if everyone went 1-on-1, a whole 150 people can just fucking gang up on one person if they wanted.
yeah, like it's not good numbers. Like they should just lose simply off of that fact. That's why they decided not to do the 5-on-5 and decided to do the all out brawl, because I don't even think they had 5 people. Maybe Kazutora, the pain guy, and then the 2 other people with him. So
Yeah,
that's
I
only
don't think they had
4.
5 serious contenders.
Yeah, so they only have 4.
Yeah. What?
Which,
Mm,
which
no, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they only have 4 major guys, unless
yeah, because
Baji showed up,
yeah,
but Baji didn't show up. Um,
yes,
so Toman starts getting their ass beat, and the guys are just like, "We can't do this." And Draken's trying to protect them, but he's like, "Dude on the floor, it's like we're not like you and Mikey. We can't overcome this." And then like you see Takamichi just helicoptering his hands like a fucking psycho, fucking nut, like just lost it. And it literally looks like anyone can literally just step in and punch him and he'll go down. But everyone's just like, what the fuck is he doing? But all Toman's like, if Takamichi's fucking doing that, what the hell are we doing? We're Toman, right? And he somehow cheers up the whole mood, and everyone gets their fighting spirit back. Then Draken goes ham and takes out like 10 people in like a less than a minute.
yeah, yep. Takamichi said he wasn't going down, so he ended all of this.
Now, to the star or the main event of this episode, I will say, back to Mikey Kung getting jumped by Kazutoto. After chasing him through the car, he brought up 2 delinquents he met in juvie. And Mikey's like, am I your enemy? And Kazuto's like, of course you're my enemy. It's because of you I was in juvie. It's because of you I lost all the years. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not even my fault. I appealed for you. I talked for you. Blah 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 blah. They didn't actually say that, but that's what you can tell. That's what he meant. Like Mikey was fucking confused. He's like, "What the fuck, dude? Here I am, still trying to extend a hand to you. You're fucking batshit crazy." Which
Yeah,
Pete has said that he actually ends up liking Kazutoto. So I'm wondering. I feel like he does like come to his senses after this arc or maybe even after this fight. I'm just wondering how it's gonna play out.
Yeah.
But Mikey is fighting off the people, and like one of the guys like, oh, he's probably overhyped, and he's probably all talk, blah blah blah, and then it's just like he's holding him off, like, oh, maybe he's not overhyped, maybe he's not all talk, and like they pin him down, and Kazutoto, Kazutoto hits him with a pipe, and Mikey went down.
But he got back up.
No, no, we need a moment of silence because Mikey went down. No, he
No,
got back up. He got
he
back
ain't
up.
die.
And he got back up and he took like 3 or 4 more hits, and he just said, "Fuck this!" Boom, head back to the guy holding him, broke his nose, knocked him out, and then just very casually, very slowly, and very overpowered, gradually lift up
Very
his
Luffy
leg,
like.
very Luffy like, no, 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 just slowly lift up his leg with the guy on it and kick Kazutoto on the side of the skull. Now, this shouldn't really work. He shouldn't have the momentum to do that, but if you have the strength to get someone's body up there, then you have the weight of your leg and that person's entire body going onto Kazutoto's skull. And that's how we ended that episode.
Yep.
I have been
Yeah.
waiting to talk about that like all week. I watched it, so I could not resist. I watched it Sunday.
Yeah. I'm saying because you also find out that Kazutora was in an abusive household. So that kind of, I guess, that psyche, the mother's like, you're with me or you're with your dad.
And his dad was abusive, and
Yeah.
I don't know what his mom's deal was because like she seemed like she was the loving type, but then in the end she kind of seemed like, yo, pick a fucking side, bitch. And then, but like you see the flashback, Mikey's like, you belong to me, which was kind of weird. You don't say, Mikey. People are their own things. Let them be. But he's like, your pain, let me take on your pain. And it's like, Mikey is such a fucking bro. And Kazutoto's being so fucking stupid.
Yeah. So, yeah, that concludes Tokyo Revengers episode 19, Turnaround. So,
what do
yeah.
what do we got right now? Tower of God. Go and get into some Tower of God.
All right. So, and Dorsey shows up on Bong Bong. They travel real fast, and she's an extra pass candidate. Don't know what that means too much. Um, kind of has a moment of reflection where he realizes Emily could be too powerful if used to deceive someone, which kind of already happened when Haruyun was telling them what to do and then like told some other person not to show up there. And Emily might be the most fearsome weapon of the workshop battle. We find that Horion is bleeding, and Bam shows up confronting Roflojo. The scientist begs them to take Beta with him so he can enjoy freedom, as he assumed will be discarded when he returns to the lab. The scientist was doing all this because she was from the middle area and she wanted to do the experiments because she didn't want the middle kids to be walked all over like how she was and how they still kind of are. And to find out that because she named Casino and Yang, that was actually like they got their strength from that, not actually from the experiments, because that naming them gave them the strength to keep on going because it kind of like gave them something that they were living through.
Mm-hmm.
And Dorsey's talking smack to Mai, and the fight ensues. And then Dorsey calls Bam her boyfriend again, which is funny because jihad women aren't supposed to take males.
Hey, listen, man. Bam finna change this tower one princess at a time, baby.
Yeah. So they start fighting, and Reflojo looks like a burning charcoal man. He uses his trump card, and he takes Hora Young hostage, and they talk about uh, Varagarv. He's the perfect fighting dog. Fused bloodlines of all the families. His blood has Tamara, which makes him temporarily invincible. And then we find that Reflojo is a shadow piece of Lord Pakin,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been hiding for over thousands of years. And because of his power up, Reflojo is now stronger than a B rank regular. And then they do a nice little team attack to get behind Reflojo. And then we get to the captain of the ship. He acquires some information, part of a deal, and he wants to wrap up the battle workshop and pour the solution in. And the people were deceived by Emily. We find out. Then we find casinos at Emily's door, and that guy from the ship that wanted to save Emily spots him. And then Reflojo is using Horiyun as a shield, and certain attacks won't work on him because he's a shadow, and he doesn't have a uniform flow of Shinsui, and he wants to kill Viol to achieve his dreams. He does like five bangs, and then he concentrates it all into one, and then hits my man, bam. And then Kun comes up with the idea to stop uh, Flojo. And then we find out that Emily's not actually a person. She's like a liquid. She's been compressed. She was a weapon, and then she got compressed, and she went back. She's in the tube. One was turn a human to weapon, and the other experiment was how to dissolve a human who has become a weapon. Yeah. So, and then we found that the workshop people wanted to control people using Emily, and then Casino wants to make a change in the world. That's why he was betraying everybody. And Rack throws the spear, and this is the plan goes into action. And they use a lighthouse, and then they jump in, and Kun stabs. Well, before that, Bam starts to awaken a little bit. Well, the needle starts to awaken on Bam, and Kun stabs Horion in the heart with Heavenly Dagger, which traps her in there. So that's how they got rid of the hostage.
That knife is OP.
It is, and then we see that Dorsey, she kind of likes hats too. So I kind of feel like she gonna date anybody.
No, and Dorsey doesn't like hats.
Well, she said something. She was like something about a date, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, she was talking about she was talking about like why it's so difficult going on a date with Bam.
No, I thought she was talking about a date with him because
Nah,
she was like, yeah,
she don't pay hats no mind.
no, no. I'll go back and look at that after this and let you know.
Dude, I read this like 3 times. And
I
Dorsey
don't
and
know,
hats ain't
man.
happening.
I think it might have been a playful joke, but I'm like, damn, she'll get anybody. Um, and they do an attack, and then Dorsey takes the Mad Dog in the side and plans to drop him, and then Bam's needle activates, and then Flojo wants to test Bam to see if he's worthy of its power, and then Bam stops his attack, and the needle is like a godlike power, and Bam's been chosen by the needle, and this is where my flavor of the week came in, where Flojo
Hey,
says his God is not Bam, and Bam says your God is a delusion born of your weakness, and then he proceeds to smack him, and his mask comes off, and and then we flash back to Dorsey, and they both survive the fall. And then Berfloder talks about the cruel world and ridiculous fates and how his eyes were messed up because he looked at a woman and he thought she was undeserving of the beauty. And then Hats takes May as a hostage, flashback to endorsing them. And the solution is being poured in by a ranker. and then exit gets blocked off by Reflojo, and then Rabbit Ear Lady or Rabbit Ear Turtle shows them to the hostages, and they take him out, and get him, and then they Bong Bong isn't working because it's been overused, and the solution's being poured in some more, and the hosts of the workshop are betrayed, and the tube of Emily went somewhere else, and then Lee Roro shows up to fight the Rancor and stop them, and then help to save the hostage. And Lee Roro has a hacker on the Archimedes, but I think was that blue haired guy from the gaming shop because his hacking tech tool looked like a Game Boy or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been broadcasting everything to everybody. And Dorsey comes, saves everyone before they fall into the lava. And then we see a big overline boss here, and the people were going to stop bamming them from leaving on the ship, but then they all get recalled back to the workshop to the old man, and they declare this sweet and sour won the workshop. And then the guy's name's Po Badu Gustang, the
Mm-hmm.
real jihad prince, shows up. So, and then everyone else is celebrating being merry after the workshop's over. So that's it.
Damn, you're like, I looked up where you were as far as like the current chapter, like how far behind, and like you're so far. Like I want to ask you to read something else, but you're so far.
Yeah, there's like still 100 episodes left in this one season.
Oh no, you're like there's like 200 and
Yeah,
season 2 goes up to like 327, I believe, and then season 3 is currently at like I think episode 84.
yeah.
But yeah, man, like how'd you enjoy your latest read?
Yeah, it's getting good. It's way better than One Piece.
Never fails, never fails.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
yeah. So that's that. That concludes my stuff for the week.
Okay, all right. I think that was pretty successful. Irby, you got anything to go out on?
Kind of got on top, baby. I want to thank the nice listeners for listening to us. We appreciate y'all. Maybe we can get together to do some online streaming video games. If y'all into that, we can hash it up, interact with the fans.
Handing out L's in Rocket League.
You said what?
Handing out L's in Rocket League. I'm with it.
I don't know. I don't hand out L's. I might not be that good, or they might not want to play Rocket League.
Irby handing out L's in UFC.
I might. So I might hand out some L's.
I'm handing out L's in Call of Duty.
Nah, never that. I'll take L's to Call of Duty.
I said I.
Oh, you? Yeah, you might.
All right, yeah, guys, that was Herbal Synergy this week, and next week don't have the exact details on it yet, but we're gonna have a guest. A guest you guys know well. The only guest we've had 2 guests. Okay. Um, we're gonna get a list together. We're gonna do a little something. You'll see next week when we put it all together. We're gonna work out the details, and then yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Check us out. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Herbal Synergy, IRBALSINERGY. And I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.